What are you doing? Fucking... Absolute fucking idiot! Swear to God, some people looked at me and it was like, yeah, I'm just gonna keep going. I'm just gonna keep pulling out. Wanker. Suppose I'll get blamed for that as well. I don't get that, right? The whole e-bike thing. How are people calling me a Karen for watching the guy break multiple laws all at once? It's a 40. We can do 40, right? Oh, I'm just in a bad mood. I'm just in a like absolutely unreal mood. Oh. I mean, it stems from what's happened recently in Southport, hasn't it? There's so much anger going around right now. A lot of it is misplaced. People need to stop guessing at this guy's name and religion. Just leave her alone. It's irrelevant at this point. Let the the justice system do its thing, and you'll get the reports eventually. When the guy's 18. When the guy's 18. Straight away, I've seen people say, oh, he's from Syria, Rwanda, I think, is the prevailing theory, which I believe to be the one that's more likely to be true, which is a largely Christian population. So this Assyrian Muslim seems to be just something people have made up. I mean, how long before, some hate mob goes after, just some British-born Muslim, lived here all his life, gets his head kicked in for a crime that he had absolutely nothing, or she had nothing to do with, just because people like to spread shit online. And equally, the news need to stop saying things like, oh, EDF, or whatever, some decade-old defunct organisation. Because it just, or hiding the fact that, the reason why things kicked off on, was it Tuesday, Wednesday? No, it is Wednesday, so Tuesday. Why things kicked off was specifically due to some guy with a big machete. There's me doing that, joining in. There was some guy with a knife. I've seen various reports on how big the knife was, from a flick knife to a machete. So there's just the wrong information being thrown everywhere, and it does nothing but stir up all the anger and frustration people are feeling, and it's going to get directed at the wrong person in the wrong way, and that's only going to make things significantly worse. What can you do about it though? People are just determined to turn it to politics. I mean, I don't usually watch news and debates and stuff like that, but because it's been literally so close to home, I thought I'd just have a little goosey gander and see what's going on with it. I've seen people blaming Brexit and stuff like that. I mean, let's be honest, right? He was born in Britain. He's British. He has a British passport. Went to a British school. His ethnic background may be Rwandan or whatever, but to just suddenly scream, "Oh, people go illegal migration, illegal migration, illegal migration!" The guy's legally British. His parents legally came here, for asylum. They sought asylum and it was granted legally. If his parents had committed the atrocity, then go for it. Fill your boots with, migration being the problem. But so determined to be angry and hate that people are just they're making links to confirm, whatever prejudice they may have, and that just simply allows, all the powers that be that want to quell it or quash it, to just point them out, invalidate your argument, make you come across as ignorant, and no one cares what you have to say from then at that point. I mean, I personally think things like mass migration is bad, right? Without checks, just letting anyone and everybody, through the door, will only result in bad things happening. Not just for the, in this case, this country, but for the people coming here, because they're literally just You know, they're literally picked off a boat, shoved in a house, given some money, told to crack on, right? And like they're just like forgotten about at that point. They've got absolutely nothing, so they're more likely to fall into things like patterns of, you know, crime and stuff like that. What I think needs to be addressed is to what caused this to happen. That's what the focus needs to be, not where he's from or, you know, what his religion is or the colour of his skin is. What were the circumstances that led to him grabbing a weapon, you know, and attacking children, murdering children? And maybe like you could address it, see what it, you know, see how it happened, and take steps to make sure it doesn't happen again, as opposed to just going, yeah, let's stop the boats. It doesn't help anyone. That being said, I believe one of the girls was Portuguese, getaway pigeon, and at least one of the others, sorry, had what I wouldn't call a standard English name. Not that really means anything, but I don't know. Support should be going out to the families right now. People got energy and money to spend on train tickets to join in on the riots. They could just be given that, you know, to the communities that need them. Not that any amount of cash will sort of make the difference, but there's very little else you can do in that, you know, in times like that. I don't know, maybe I won't put this video online. I don't know yet, I don't know. It just feels a bit odd. An odd feeling. So yeah, let's talk about something else. Oh, I did mean to say, I don't know if anyone, I think I've replied to most people that commented, that normally comment in chat. I think I did. It's been a little bit crazy over the past couple of days in my comment section, because I uploaded a number of like bait videos, and then the one video that I didn't expect to be a bait video turned out to be a bait video. I've just been hammered with comments. I mean, to be fair, I didn't have to reply. I didn't have to. I enjoyed it when I was doing it, but I didn't have to do it. And like what I've noticed is when I start getting like a big chunk of people leaving messages and comments and stuff like that, people start to like, they don't show up, you know, in any kind of like notification, or I have to like scroll through. I'm not sure how like big channels with lots of comments do it, unless I know there's some that simply just don't reply. You know, they say they read them but they don't reply, or they'll have like a window of time where they'll say something, they'll reply to a certain amount of comments within like 24 hours, and then the channel like ignores everything else. I just enjoy the interactions, even the weird people like defending knobheads like that on his illegal e-bike. I don't know whether that was legal. I've got no idea how fast he was going. Let's just call it a legal e-bike. And an illegal. I mean, one guy just said foreign, right? That was literally the only word. And then, so I was like, what do you mean, like foreign as in, oh, this is what a foreign country happens in foreign countries, or I don't know. So I just replied with I just picked one and said, you know, yes, other countries have different laws or whatever. And he was like laughing, calling me a donkey because he meant that no, the guy was foreign. Oh yeah, sorry, you said one word and I was supposed to just fucking assume what it was that you meant. Yeah, my balls are fucking gristle, not crystal, mate. It's also quite shocking the level of ignorance, which, I mean, I'm going to assume that they're English for the sake of argument, because I don't think I sound American. I mean, you know, correct me on that if I'm wrong. Maybe there's a part of America that have this accent. I don't know. Have this accent, those number plates, and these kind of street lights and roads. I mean, people saying, "Oh no, it's all pedal assist," but you look in the video, he doesn't move his feet once. He also overtakes me. And let's be fair, anything that over like, is it like 15 and a half? I always forget it's either 15 or 17. But he overtakes me at more than 20 miles an hour, then runs a red light, right? So we've got speeding on either, you know, an illegally modified bike or just a flat out bought illegal, which means it should be registered as a motorbike for taxed, insured, and I'm pretty sure plated as well. which means he should have been wearing a helmet. Like, there's just, a chain of things that were just absolutely fucking wrong. And yet, I'm the one being called a Karen for pointing it out and then making a joke about road rash, which I didn't realise was going to date me so badly. Such is life. Such is life. And it might stand in some contrast to a video where I was kicking off about people, should be free to break the law more. But there still needs to be accountability, right? There still needs to be, if for instance I was to blow through this red light right now, I decided, fuck it, and went, and another car appeared like magic out of nowhere, my insurance would still cover the damages. So even though, yes, I would directly affect someone else, like, they would still be compensated for my mistake. I mean, if you've not gone to the effort of doing a CBT and then picking up like a little moped, but you've bought a bike that's clearly illegal in the UK with a throttle, right, you're not going to have like liability insurance. And I'm pretty sure if you said it was your bike was just like a pedal assist electric bike, your insurance probably wouldn't cover you anyway when they found out that it's not legal to be on the road. So, feel free to bend or break the rules, but at least hold your hands up, when called out on it or something like that. And don't break the law doing something that has the potential to cause serious harm for other people, for your own selfish actions. I mean, I've got a friend who generally chooses to speed when it's quiet on quiet roads with no one around them and not filtering through traffic, in excess of the speed limit. I'm in a place. I mean, if this Tesla wants me, he can have me. He can take me.